Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to a mini tech review. My mini tech reviews are different to my standard reviews. Mini tech is looking at small pieces of everyday technology for your PC which you may find useful. Today I'm looking at the Inateck USB 3.0 portable hard drive enclosure. This is for 2.5-inch hard drives, so that'll include a lot of hard drives for laptops as well as solid state drives. So that's pretty useful. Anyway, let's have a look at the piece of tech. Bye box. This is the Inateck hard drive enclosure. Retails for £10, and the only discernible connections you're going to see on the enclosure are the USB 3.0 connector, if I can keep my hand steady, and an LED light just there. So nice and simple to it, no extra connections required. You also get an extra piece of padded foam, which I'll show you how that fits into the whole device in a moment, but you also get this USB 3.0 connector cable. Obviously this thing goes into the back of the enclosure, and this bit goes into your USB computer or laptop, whatever you want to connect it up to. That's pretty useful there to get those maximum transfer speeds. So the device itself, if we push down at the back here, we see that the enclosure, there we go. So it's quite snug when you get that, but it's good because this means it's not going to just fly off at any point. Obviously, I should say hard drive not included. This is from my my old laptop actually, which I'll just take out. So there we go, that's my hard drive from my old laptop, 120 gig hard drive, but this is just for display purposes basically, to show you guys how it all connects up. So you've got a little bit of plastic plate there that it sits on, and then you have the connector at the end, which it plugs into nice and easily. There's really not much to it by that. It's got rails down each side, which obviously the back plate here plugs into. Oh, and I talked about that bit of foam. You get a piece of foam stuck on the lid of the casing for it that slides off, but you also get another piece, so you could always put another piece there just to keep the hard drive in place, but I found the one piece was fine, but you get an extra piece anyway, maybe if that comes off or whatever, and you want to replace it. So with your hard drive, to plug it in to the device is very nice and simple. Just get it that way up, line up the connectors, pop it down to the end. It doesn't really make a discernible click or snap or anything like that, but you just push it until it's at the end. Once it's in the device, you could technically use it like that if you're, really quickly swapping out drives, I guess. Obviously you'd want to unplug from the USB each time, but you could technically leave it like that as long as it's on your desk. But, pop the top on. And you're good to go. Nice solid snap there. But what I was also thinking is a great way of using this, especially now that I've actually taken the old hard drive out of my laptop, which I no longer use. It's a pretty old, defunct laptop. This is a great way of making a cheap portable hard drive for backups. Obviously it's going to depend on what available hard drive you have, but for 120 gig I can definitely store up plenty of backups on there. And for the device, which I said is £10, it doesn't actually cost that much to instantly make yourself a nice portable hard drive. Obviously when it's in its enclosure you can leave it up on your desk, plugged into your computer. Whatever you want to do from it, it's nicely protected in this. It feels actually pretty solid, even though it's only made from plastic. Obviously I wouldn't want to throw it around, but it could probably take a little knock if it got knocked off the desk, and your hard drive inside would be fine. Anyway, that is my review of the Inateck USB 3.0 2.5-inch hard drive enclosure. I'm not going to give it a score because there's really not too much to really go against this in terms of mini tech. It's more of a practicality of if you actually need this kind of technology, Inateck offer a great solution to that, especially if you're dealing with lots of hard drives for laptops on that smaller form factor. Anyway, this has been a mini tech review looking at the Inateck enclosure. Ciao for now.